Hey everyone, I wanted to do this mostly for my own benefit to try and make a research plan and some power-up plans for other game modes. And so I just went through every possible source of increasing your attack, and it is possible in game now to get close to 10,000 attack in Soul Gear. But first, I just wanted to break it down for you. If you like what I've done here, of course, always welcome to donate to my PayPal, which there's a link in the description. So basically, let's start by looking at the different equipment types. Here you see here, this is just simply adding up the bonuses and the attack bonus you get for getting 7 out of 7 of these different sets. I didn't actually, there's a little note there, there's a research you can do that increased that 50% boost to 150%, but I put that in the research section. So basically I broke down all the different types of researches and the attack bonus that you get so that you could try and strategize what would be some of the better routes for you to take. So anyways, here are some of the basic sets. I've broken these down into either ground, mounted, or ranged, or all troop attack. And of course, you can see here that there's the boost for the Supreme set. I'm not going to include those in final calculations, but that's just there. So kind of as a rule of thumb, if you're going to ask, well, how much better is a Supreme set than some other sets? And the answer is approximately 450 to 500% attack. I'd like to also do one of these for life and defense, but as you'll see, it took a lot of time to do. So anyways, here's the Soul equipment boosts. You can go ahead and just pause and take a look at it. I'm not going to focus other than just note that, let's see, what do I want to note? Well, approximately you're going to be getting for a Soul set at least 550% more attack out of a Soul set. Of course, that can get even higher than that, but you're going to get at least 500% more attack. So if you have kind of a normal attack set made and you're going to ask, well, what am I going to get from making a Soul set? You also get some special boosts, especially for the level 70 sets as well. Anyways, so let's get into research. I mean, this is the bread and butter really of boosting your attack. So I'm just breaking this down by all the attack boosts that you get from all of the different research sets, and from there you can go ahead and decide which ones are really worth focusing on, at least for you. Eventually you want to do them all, of course, but we don't have, well, I shouldn't say we, some of us don't have infinite resources or speed ups. So anyways, the combat tree, you're basically going to get the 130% racial boost. It doesn't boost your all attack overall, so basically, and of course the savage tree does this in the elven tree, so you're going to get 130% boost for each of the different races. The dragon tree gives you troop attack with dragon. There's 2 of them, 45% total. The savage tree gives you, oh, there's an error there, that should say 30% total there, but it gives you a 30% all troop attack at the bottom. So that's really one of the first boosts that people start to get. And then we start increasing this as we start looking at other trees. So for example, the March tree actually gives you a 250% attack boost. So you get specific troop types like ground, range, and mounted, and then they give you an all troop attack. So basically that means you're getting 250% total towards your 3 main or the 3 types of troops. So what about some of the other trees? Well, the set equipment one is where numbers start to get much bigger. In this one, of course, you have the full set bonus with the normal accessory, and then you also have the special set bonus. So before you even go ahead and increase that amount, you can get up to 105% ground, ranged, or mounted attack, or 75% all troop attack. However, you can increase this with research by up to 525% if you go ahead and get the special ground attack bonus research for the crystal set. That gives you 500% more ground attack. It's a very good research to do to max those out if you're looking to max your attack. So basically, and then of course that's up to 375% if it is the all troop attack bonus. So basically, what does this give you? It gives you 730% ground, ranged, or mounted attack bonus, or 500% all troop attack bonus. So some people like attacking with a more rounded type of set, but if you're focusing on maximum boosts, you're going to want to focus on a single troop type. when you're attacking. And the Elven tree, of course, gives the Elven racial boost, but it also gives a nice boost once you finally unlock Elven T4, which is another 300% attack. And then the crystal set is interesting. It also gives a 300% boost at the way bottom, but one of the things, of course, the crystal set does is this can be pretty beneficial overall, but you need to have the crystals for it. So, so if you want to go ahead and take a look at unlocking the ground crystal set bonus, well, whenever you first unlock that, if you have a set of level 6 crystals, you get 13.75%. So you could have about 100% more ground attack for having 7 sets of that. And then, of course, if you do the research, that increases that number by another almost 300%. So if you add up everything you get from the crystal set bonus, you get 685% total. But it's way harder if you, let's say you didn't do the set equipment yet compared to the crystal set. It's way harder to do the crystal set research than the set equipment, maxing that out. It's really easy, actually, to go ahead and get that 730% ground, ranged, or mounted attack. It's very easy. Of course, you have to complete the top half of the tree, and then you have to do all the 7 of 7 bonuses, but after that it's easy in comparison. Plus you don't need any crystals for it. So anyways, that's what you get from the crystal set. And then the equipment power-up tree, this one's interesting. So this one gives a huge actually bonus to soul gear in particular compared to normal gear. This is one of the biggest differences between the two. However, if you're looking just to get a quick boost in attack, obviously the power up +5, +10, and +15 are the way to go. And then it's a lot harder to get more out of the equipment power-up tree, relatively speaking. So basically, if you get all your gear up to power up +15, you're looking at improving your attack by about 170, 180% or so. But then if you want to go farther, you need to do a lot of other research going farther down the tree. One thing I will point out is that whenever it says ranged power up +5, that only applies to soul gear. So you're going to need to get down to the all troop power up +5 or all troop power up +15, troops at power up +15, to actually get that extra 300% boost from the +15 power up bonus. However, there's something you can get in between, which is the combat gear basic power up. So basically there's 1, 2, and 3, and each one adds 100% to the basic power-up, which essentially equates to 77% attack for normal gear for each one. And soul gear gives a little bit more, up to 140%, almost double. So anyways, if you completed the entire equipment power-up tree, it will give you 728% boost in attack for normal gear. And the interesting thing about this one is there's no difference this time between all troop attack or ranged attack or mounted attack. They're all the same, which is very interesting. And then crystals. I didn't actually have information on level 9 crystals because I've never made the type 2, type 3, and the special crystal to level 9. These are just my approximations. I have some level 8s of them. But anyways, if you were looking at the crystal sets, which you would of course need to get the boosts from the crystal set tree, you'd be looking at getting 78% attack boost per item, or up to 546% total. And then of course, if you had level 9 crystals on everything, this could boost, that would be boosted by about another 300% over level 6 crystals only. Another idea, just in case you didn't have all of those, this is something I've seen a lot, where if you use amplifying crystals, you could put in, say, a crystal 1. Many people have a lot of crystal 1s, so you could even have a level 9 crystal 1, that's 40%, and then a level 6 amplifying crystal, and then a level 6 crystal 1. And that would give you 66% per item, which is pretty nice. So you get 66% per item. And then, of course, over all of your items, that gives you 462% in total. So that's pretty good. And those are a lot easier to get compared to having the crystal sets for most players. Of course, if you are paid to, well, if you have money to buy these crystals, then more power to you. But anyways, how about the dragon skills? That is, and the skin boosts. So looking at the dragon skills, there's of course the basic ones. There's essentially ground attack 1, ground attack 2, and ground attack 3. And you get 18, 55, and 200%. So I put the dragon levels for the last few. So getting to dragon level 64 and dragon level 65 is really, really important for improving your overall attack. And that's going to give you a 200% boost, just simply getting a single dragon level. That's a really nice thing, and it will benefit you in many ways. Then, of course, in terms of skins, as we have them now, there's the Ghost House City skin. That's the best permanent skin for cities. It gives you 50% all troop attack. And of course, you can get the Fort skin that gives an additional 250% on top of that. And then there's the temporary Thunder Dragon skin, which gives 50% all troop attack. And then, of course, we have some other specific troop type attack skins. So the Purpura Toxin, Skeleton, and the Inferno is the best you'll be able to do for ranged at present. Presumably, there will be a 100% ranged attack skin coming out, but it's not out yet. So anyways, that's essentially what you're going to get from Dragon and skins. And then from Knights, that's another interesting thing. So first of all, I've just simply listed the knights that give you specific boosts. So there's the ground knight attack boosts, the range boost, the mounted boost, and then there's the all attack boost knights. And then there's something that's really interesting here, where you can assign knights to different positions. And the really great thing is that you get an attack boost if you assign them to a position, but you can get an additional boost when attacking from the knights you send. So essentially, you can get the boost from up to 10 knights at a single time. So that's really, really good. Just so you get the 175% from having a knight in position that's above level 50. And then when you're attacking, you get another 175%. And then, of course, if you, one strategy you can do, since you get the bonus from those in position and you get the bonus from those that you're sending, is that you can just simply, what I would suggest is put the all attack boost knights in positions, at least once you have them promoted, of course. So you could have Arbiter Beleg, Elmo, Elaine, Doris, and Delver K, or Blueberry, whatever, the Blowbear. I don't know. Okay, so anyways, you could have those knights in position, and then when you go to attack, you could just simply have a preset where you have your ground preset for knights, because most people will already have a preset for ground attack, so you could select those. So essentially, you get the boosts from the all attack boost, so you get 500% all troop attack, or if you had Beleg max, that would be 625% all troop attack. And then send in those other knights, and then you're looking at getting some pretty sweet boosts when attacking. So this is really a really big change to the game. This adds over 2,000% ground attack if you had your knights maxed out in position and the ones you're attacking with. I mean, that's huge. That is huge. So that was a huge change to attacking and defense, and it gives a lot of overall nice boosts. So keep working on your knights, people. They really help. Other boosts, of course, you can have houses. You can have up to 18 of them if you have one of every other building, which isn't huge, but it gives another 81% if they're all at level 26. You get, of course, the embassy gives rally troop attack. Elixirs and the 7-day token from the shop gives you 20%. There's a ferryman that gives some item, and maybe you can bid to get 100% troop attack. I mean, maybe it's worth it to you. I don't know. The elixirs, I'm not sure. I haven't played around with them too much. So you have to go ahead and add elixir values to the totals. I'll show you here in the next slide. And then, of course, VIP boosts. You're looking at 150, at VIP 60, 200, at VIP 70, 220, at VIP 80, and 240 at VIP 90. And then, of course, some other boosts you can get is by holding dragons. So if your GL's level 26, you can get up to 85% attack. Now, most players who have dragons between 66 and 70 will have some kind of suicide potion, so you might not get that much of a boost from that in particular. But it's nice to be holding dragons for sure. And then executing dragons is also really important. If you could have a nice... Now, of course, you only get the bonus from executing one dragon at a time. If you had 10 dragons and you executed 10 at once, you don't get 10 bonuses. You get one bonus. So what are we talking about here? Well, if you have altar level 26, you get a 50% troop attack bonus. And then if you have the dragon skill, that just simply gives you 200% more attack bonus. That's really good. Make sure that you have a preset that that you always switch to that preset that gives you the 200% Ultra Troop attack. Now you don't need to have that in your main preset that you're either attacking or defending with. You just simply need to have one in which you put on, you execute the dragon, and put it back. That's all you need. And then the power-up tree gives another 200% attack bonus, so whenever you execute a dragon. So that's nice. If you had, let's say, all of that research, which it's pretty hard to get to the bottom of the power-up tree. Some players obviously are there and were there the first day it was released, but most players will probably never get there. And it's not a huge boost. It really isn't. It's just 200% extra attack every time you execute. So, you know, I mean, that might sound like a lot for some players, but once you're looking at your attacks like 7,000, what's 7,200 to that? Then, of course, you can have all kinds of titles if you're an all-star or various thrones or so on and so forth. I'm not going to add those in here. You could just add them on top of this. So what do you get when you add all of this up? Let's say you were just had the maximum of everything. Well, you get something like this. So again, this doesn't include a few things. It doesn't include throne boost, various titles, or elixirs. And it also doesn't include Supreme Gear, which adds, actually it's a little more than 200%, it's closer to 400%. And then the Fort Boost, which adds 250% to these. So anyways, if you're looking at ground attack, you're looking at getting close to 8,000 ground attack. And then if you're looking at ranged or mounted, it's a little bit lower because there isn't another ranged or mounted knight that gives 400% boost to them, but there's 2 ground knights that give a 400% boost. That's why there's a main difference between those. In all troop attack, you're looking around 6,500%. So if you had Supreme Gear and you were sitting in that, I had a typo here. It's closer to 450%. So basically add 700% to these. So you could be looking at a ground attack of about 8,500%, and then add on an elixir to that and some throne boosts, and you're looking at almost close to 9,000 in normal gear in terms of your overall attack. And then soul gear, how much you should add to these numbers? Well, go ahead and add another 600%, 642% from those from research, and then at least another 500% for the most basic soul gear. And what are you looking at? Well, you're looking at well over 9,000 and even over 10,000 attack in total. So anyways, that's it. This is a mouthful. There were a few little typos in here, but I at least corrected them in the audio portion. And yeah, if you have any questions or you spot some other errors, go ahead and let me know in the comments. And I hope that this was helpful for you. Good luck.